In this video, we're going to go over everything you guys need to know for Sunday flips, that is investing in the market when it's at its lowest today. You buy into cards, you hold them for a couple of days, and you tend to make incredible profit from it. So we'll get into the video. If you're struggling to make coins on this game, check out foottrading.co.uk. We guarantee you'll make millions of coins with the buying and selling prices for every single card on this game, as well as handwritten guides by us to take you through the week. You'll also get to enter the monthly tournament, meet new people, and play for cash prizes. It supports our content, you will make millions of coins, and it will mean you'll never need to spend a single point on this game. So check out Foot Trading, but for now, let's get into the video. Alright guys, welcome to the video. My name is Fuzzball40. If you're new around here, subscribe down below and I guarantee I will help you make millions of coins this year, as well as grind as many free packs as you physically have the time to do. If you can like and comment on the video, I will comment back to every single person, and I am live on Twitch directly after this video doing everything that I'm about to show you. So if you've got questions and queries, come over there and it will make a massive difference to the way that you play this game. But we are in a weird place at the moment because the market is incredibly low. Now I'm recording this early in the morning on Sunday, okay, at 8:34 in the morning. I say early, but you know what I mean. And the market is incredibly low. We've actually seen a little uptick since yesterday. What I think is likely to happen today though is the market will dip further. Now the reason why the market dips so much on a Sunday or over the weekend is on Friday you get a ton of promo packs, on Saturday you get a ton of promo packs, and on Sunday you get a ton of promo packs. They tend to be the main days that people open up promo packs for this game. Then you add to that Division Rival rewards and Squad Battle rewards, and you start to see Division Rival rewards, Foot Champs rewards, not Division Rival rewards, and you start to see what I call the perfect storm, and that is what brings prices crashing down before rebounding, because then Monday, Tuesday, there is less supply of players because people aren't opening as many promo packs. Champions rewards are already done and Squad Battle rewards are already done. Only thing that may hold them down this week is if EA decide to put a fast one again and go for UCL marquee matchups on the Monday. They did that last time, so just bear that in mind. But if we take a look at a few cards, okay, what we're interested in here is looking at across the spectrum. We're talking high budget, low budget, everything. And I want to show you stuff to be careful of and stuff to be aware of, okay? We're going to start by looking at Kyle Walker. Now, Kyle Walker, before this promo started, was one of the most, I think he was the most expensive right back on the game that wasn't a special card, like an icon. He was 111,000 coins, okay, going into last Friday. And from there, he has just plummeted and plummeted and plummeted. But this part here to me is important, okay? Now, last Sunday, we saw a drop down to what it says here is 91, but that's not true. I picked up a load at 85, 86. Remember, these prices are the average that you will get for that day. And then the bounce back here suggests you only got to 92, which isn't true because I sold mine for 95 and 96. This card is so far down, and I'm looking back to when Centurions first started, he is so far down from there. And even this week, okay, on Friday he was 89, he's now down at 77,000 coins. This is a big drop off. Again, does this mean that this price is the right price? Not at all, because I think he will drop further today. The most important thing to think about when it comes to buying these cards is when is the best time to buy them, and most weeks it's been after 8 PM, okay? Now we're going to bring it out on the website. This is not this week's Sunday Flips list. We do it all on the website for you. This is last week's list, and most of them did brilliantly well. But a lot of us bought in a little bit too early last week, so we're going to hold off on getting this out just to make sure the market dips as low as it possibly can, so you guys don't run the risk of making less profit. No one really made the loss last week, but we want you guys to make good profit. Most weeks you've seen at least 20% back, so that means if you put in 4 million coins, you made 800,000. If you put in, I don't know, 100,000 coins, you made 20,000. The aim of this is to do as much as you possibly can with the coins that you have, okay? What we are going to do this week is try and put in a few more low budget ones for those of you guys that are low budget. We're looking at the likes of people like Vandal Mawani here, okay? When we're looking at low budget, this card is 3,300. Remember when we talk about buying into any investment, I always say the rule should be about 10% of your budget. So whatever you've got in your coin total, you don't really want to spend more than 10% of that budget. Now, Kola Mawani is 3,300 coins here. If we look at him on the market, he sort of keeps popping at about 3.1, 3.2, but we will just have a quick look and see what he's looking like. So it's 3,300 here basically, okay? Now you are not going to go out and buy Kola Mawani's at 3,300 as they are. What you're looking to do is snipe him below that with Hunters. Now, last week Sunday, he got as low as 2.5 with Hunters, relatively easy to pick up. remember that you can bid and get decent prices on these cards. Now, let's say the time this video goes live, he still is 3,300. I'd be very, very tentative with a buy in. I wouldn't want to be buying him in more than sort of 3,000 on bids, because 84s are inflated right now. It's probably holding his price up ever so slightly, so bear that in mind. But another card for those of you lower budget, DRB. Now forget this 6,000 because they're around 7,500. This card again was 23,000 coins. He's basically a quarter of the price that he was before, which is mental. Well, not a quarter, about a third. And again, he's just continued to dip. But again, this doesn't tell the story, because last Sunday, Monday, it sort of seems as if there was no rise here, which isn't true. You could get him easily at 11k and below on the Monday, really, because you might want to just bear that in mind for lower budget stuff. But he did bounce back quite nicely from 11 up to what the point you could sell him was 15. Now, the RB, I wouldn't want to be spending more than 7 on in an ideal world. I think you still have a degree of risk at that price. But I do think now Centurions is over. This has been a massive promo, full of icons, full of top tier cards. I do think we'll probably see a bit of a rebound into this week before, again, the drop off before. I think it's Triple Threat is the next one, I think it's called. And then we'll talk more about the mid budget, okay? I am stunned by this drop off. Now, I've always said it, and I said it for a while, that I think Griezmann is slightly inflated because of finesse, okay? He's had, so you can contend with, a Team of the Week and a Trailblazer, which has probably helped to keep his price inflated. But this drop off is huge. 114,000 coins down to 73,000 coins. That is 40,000 coins off his price, wiped off of him. That is a massive, massive dip. Now, there is a chance that today we see a bounce back during the day. People start to think, oh, he's too low. But if this evening he's still this low, there's a really good opportunity there, I think, to make some coins. Again, would I want to be buying at 73? No. Whatever prices you see at sort of 8, 9 p.m, realistically, you want to still try and snipe below that to offset any potential further drop, which has happened last week. Didn't happen the week before, but just in case, as low as possible below it. So if he's 70,000, try and get it 65 to 67, 67.5. Again, if you can get hunters on these cards, or shadows if the defenders or midfielders, it makes a massive, massive difference to it. Again, you're just looking to buy a smidge below where he's at. The prices that you see, especially on this bit here, this is the max price, okay? For those of you that are Sunday flips, it is the max price you want to pay. So that's Griezmann. If we look at Varane, again, card has dropped off quite significantly. He's come down massively from the start of Centurions down to 79. He's kept going down. And again, he's down at 39,000 coins. And the thing about a lot of these cards is it's not like there's loads of cards that have come in to replace them. With Griezmann, you could argue Correa's come in, and he's very meta Correa. I got him in my rewards for Foot Champs as a pick. But with Varane, there's not been a massive amount to replace him. You've got that Lewis Dunk card, but Varane's that French Premier League link. It's always going to be overpowered. And so for me, again, if he's sitting at 39, 40,000 coins, that's not bad as it stands. He probably gets even lower today. Just bear in mind, if these cards have gone up by the time this video goes live or into the evening, it doesn't mean you can't buy. Again, you've just got to wait until that 8, 9 o'clock period. And if they're still holding high, that's a sign to be actually, maybe I could get someone bids below this because there might be a rise coming, okay? So that's sort of where I'd be looking at. And again, if you will go and buy these exact same cards now, you're going to screw yourselves over, okay? Because you're all buying the same card and you then have a lot more risk of people just listing stupidly. What I've just shown you there should give you a really good pointer as to the cards to look at. Now, if you're a website subscriber, don't worry, we do it for you. But for those of you that aren't website subscribers, that gives you a really good sort of, okay, well, let me look at these similar sort of players to these guys and see what they're doing on the market. That will really help you, okay? What you're looking at, the guys that will tend to be good are 20% plus drop-off since Friday. Ideally more than that, obviously. I want to just give you a cautionary tale, though. A lot of people have been talking about Neymar being very, very cheap, okay, at 196. Now, I packed him on Tradable and he's sensational. Again, since last Friday, he has had a third of his value wiped off of him. And since Friday just gone, he's dropped huge amounts. Now, I've seen a lot of people call this card, and there is a very good chance this card does go up in value, okay? But let's say this card does go back up. He probably isn't going to get back to 250 again. If he gets back to, for example, 230, let's just say theoretically 230, I don't know if he'll even get that far. At 230, you're going to lose about 11k. It takes him down to about 218, give or take, depending on where you sell him at. So you're going to make about 20,000 coins a card as it sits. Now that's for a 200,000 coin investment, okay? So basically that 10% back rule as we're hoping each time. Now if you put that 200,000 coins into, let's say, Varane, you got him at 35s and you got to, I don't know, 45 again, because it's more than feasible to get somewhere near that. It is risky, like I say. Again, for the same coin spend, you're going to get double the coins back in return. So you just have to bear that in mind. And my only worry is, let's look at Erling Haaland, okay? Erling Haaland is currently a team of the week. So last Sunday, he got to a flow of 167, and he bounced and rebounded basically up to, by the Friday or the Thursday, 185, all right? That's as high as he got. Now, people keep talking about these meta cards having a rebound at some point. It's not happening. Moreover, these out-of-pack investments that people seem to keep thinking are good, they're not worked that well this year. A couple of cards have done well, but most of the out-of-pack stuff hasn't done well. If anything, it's more in the hype that you want to sell them because, let's say figuratively speaking, I mean, Doku, when I checked yesterday, had risen in price, and he's dropped back down again. So yes, the Doku got very, very high. If we look at the hourlies, so Doku got ridiculously high. Why would you buy into this card? No one's using this gold card anymore. It's not going to make a difference. It's not like you need him for an SBC. And of course, he dipped back down again. Now this is extreme version of that. If you could get him sold at 1617, great, you made some coins. But it's an extreme version of it. But these out-of-pack investments have not done well this year. And I can't stress that enough. Bear that in mind, because just because a player might be going into team of the week doesn't necessarily mean they will boost. There is one player we're going to put on the Sunday flips this week that we think will do incredible if the circumstances mean that that card gets hit in the set way we want it to. That's the only cards, that's the only times that I'm like, okay, cool, there's enough hype about that card that people go, right, I really want to buy into him because I don't want to lose out on him jumping up in price, basically. It's just one card that I think will do well out of packs. Just can't stress this enough. Just be careful at the high tier, because sometimes your coins are better spent buying loads of lower tier and spreading your bets across multiple players. For this Neymar, you can probably buy yourself 4 or 5 different players in the hopes that at least 3 or 4 will rise. Even if one doesn't, it just covers off your risk to a certain degree. That's investing for Sunday flips. It is worth a huge amount of profit if you get involved in it. I'm putting the full 5 million I've got straight into it. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.